If I'm not telling you to let it go as if I'm talking about your dreams, your goals, your desires, no, you work for those things. You keep those at the forefront. Forget what everybody else is saying, thinking, doing, whatever. Like, if this has been laid on your heart to do, go after those things. But I'm saying let it go, those things that just don't serve you, those conversations, people, places, all of it, right? Let it go.
To some, boundaries are just placing limits. To me, it's where the limitless things begin.
Hello, hello, hello. And thank you for tuning into the Boundaries and More podcast with Jess Abraham. I am your host, Jess Abraham, and today's episode is brought to you by Joyful Styles. Joyful Styles is a lifestyle brand that provides premium quality apparel that promotes joy and positivity. Joyful Styles believes how we approach a situation matters, and choosing to be joyful makes all the difference. You have the power and it's time to embrace it. So get your Joyful Styles apparel at joyfulstyles.com. That's JoyfulStylez.com. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Of course, I am here and I am super excited for this episode. Again, I just love being here and recording these episodes and really getting this message out to each of you who desire to hear it. So today's episode, I just want to let you know to just let it go. Right? That's what we're talking about today. Just let it go. Let it go. Like, I'm telling you, this podcast is about boundaries and more, right? When I do here, just focusing on, just helping you to focus on protecting your boundaries, right? Standing up for what you believe and feeling good about it, and just like doing the things that you know will be most beneficial to you, regardless of what other people may think, say, etc. And one of the things I'm really big on is protecting your energy, right? Protecting your energy, the boundaries with your energy. Look, I'm telling you, like, some situations, you just gotta let it go, right? People are going to be, for lack of better words, because it's really what it is, ignorant to certain things. And some people out there maybe just want to go at them. No, I'm going to prove them wrong and this and that. And this is how it's going to be and how I'm going to say, and this is what like, no, look, just let it go. Don't even waste your energy on those type of people and situations, right? Because truly they are so ignorant. And what it is that they've convinced themselves that their ignorance is the truth, right? So regardless of how hard you go, and sometimes no matter how hard you believe in a particular thing, right, wrong, indifferent, whatever, trying to convince someone who's ignorant and really don't want to see what it is that, the facts really that you're presenting to them, they won't see because they don't want to, right? Like, it's really that simple. So don't waste your energy just trying to argue with these people or prove a point or whatever it is you want to call it. Just let it go. Let it go. I'm telling you. So, some of you, if you've been listening to previous episodes, you've known that I was in the Air Force, right? So definitely was in the military for a nice period of time. But some of you who may not know, I know every episode I mentioned something about my wife. So at least you might know that, but some of you may not know my wife is a veteran as well. Air Force veteran. My wife is a Navy veteran. So both of us military, we've seen different things, good, bad, ugly, and different. Doesn't really matter. Just being in the military, we met, meeting amazing people, all these different things. And we've learned because we actually lived a life in the military, extended period of time. So, recently there was, we had, Memorial Day passed and stuff. And I think personally, for some people who probably currently serving or who really took the time to learn what each of these military holidays are and what they represent, then we just know, right? But then there's people out there, like, some of our family members, just random people who've served, like who served way back when, probably did a couple years and, did it, not taking away anything from them. They've served their time, but however, some of these people don't understand or truly get the concept of each of these different military holidays, right? So I always think it's funny when people who haven't been in the military, who haven't served a second in the military, right? They try to tell me and my wife certain things about the military in which we've served an extended period of time, right? Again, they haven't served 1 second in it. But like people, again, they have convinced themselves that they know XYZ, maybe from some movies they've watched, from whatever, something they've heard, or whatever they have grown to believe. They really try to tell us who actually served in the military. Again, extended period of time. It's not like we were there for 2 seconds and left. No, we were there a while. And they try to convince us of just military. This is how it is, or you get this, and this is how it works. And okay, like, all right, I'm gonna let you have that. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, okay. Like me personally, I don't even use my energy to try to defend any of that stuff, because I know it's not going to be beneficial at all. And it's just really going to be wasting my time and energy. If I see a person though, who's really wanting to learn something, and especially when it comes to certain military stuff, they want to learn something, and I see that they're really receptive of what I would have to say, or really explain how certain things work or do not work when it comes to the military, then I'll take the time to do that. But in most situations, I don't even take the time. I just let it go, let it ride. They know what they know. They think what they think, and I just let it be, because it'll be a waste of my energy, man. I put boundaries around the energy that I use on different things, no matter what that looks like. But definitely when it comes to people, and people that's just, they're not gonna get it. Maybe another day. Today ain't the day. But I just always think it's pretty funny when they try to tell us how it works. Again, let it go, right? Let it go. That's what I've done. I encourage you all to do the same. Again, it might not be a military type situational conversation, or dealing with certain things, or however something works, right? Because again, people have convinced themselves otherwise. Take it or leave it. I'm going to switch gears just a little bit, because it's really just funny to me. And recently a situation happened, and I'm just like, yep, not worth my time, not worth my energy. But anyway, look, also awesome. You must let go. Just let it go. Those places that no longer serve you, right? Like, I'm telling you, people can say whatever they want to say about me, because I put things in place. I have a really great grasp on my boundaries, and I'm not concerned, and I don't feel bad, guilty, or anything like that based on what people might think or say, because they're not me. So whatever, right? So, but when I mentioned like those places that no longer serve you, so at a very, very young age, I moved from my hometown, right? Some of you may or may not know, there's a part in South Carolina that I grew up in. I left when I was about 11 years old and never looked back. Never looked back, because for me personally, that's not a place that serves me, right? I have lots of family members that still live in South Carolina. Power to them. That's for them. It's just not for me. And really, I do not go visit like at all. I tell them, hey, you want to meet up? Let's meet up somewhere else. Let's fly out and meet somewhere else, the neutral spot or whatever. But it just, me just constantly and just going back and forth to South Carolina just because, like, no, I'm cool on that. Like, again, it is what it is, and I'm more than happy with that. I'm fine with my decisions, and people that, meaning my family members, have seen how very adamant I am about that. Like, there is nothing there for me. Family members are there, but we can talk on FaceTime. I even do that. I talk to quite a bit of my, handful of my family members on FaceTime who still live there. Some of us, we play game nights and all that stuff on Face. Like, we can do all these things, but there is no reason for me to come there and be there in certain environments because it's a place that no longer serves me. I left there when I was a very young girl. Again, never looked back. Didn't care to, and I still don't. It was so interesting because I recently, early in the year, unfortunately, one of my grand aunts passed away, and I went down to South Carolina, and I didn't realize, but I mean, life goes on, right? But I didn't realize that I hadn't been there in like 10 years. Like, truly, like, to see some of my family members that I saw when I was there. Again, I was just there for a quick second, a weekend, like not even a full blown weekend. Like, yeah, about 2 days. I was there. We was in and out. We got there on like I guess a midday flight and left like bright and early one of the mornings. Like, got on a Friday and really early on a Sunday morning was out of there because I went down there for a specific reason. And even one of the funniest things, because again, some of my family was so used to that, like, oh, Jazz not coming here, that's what it is. Growing to accept that. When my aunt told me the news, she was like, "Oh, I'm just telling you, I'm not looking for you to come. Just telling." I'm like, "Well, actually, I am going to come." Like, so it's long as a surprise that I am going to be around and there. I mean, it was great catching up with some of my family members I haven't seen in forever. Some of my cousins, things of that sort. But again, all around, it's not a place that served me, and I had to let that go. Right. Yeah, like, and then now even it's just like people have, where's home? Home is wherever I am. That's it. Right now, hey, home is here where I am sitting right now. This is home. Right. Where was I born? Now that's a different story because it's to me, that's not my home. Again, I left at a very young age, and it's not my home. It's the place I was born. There's the place that I have certain family members, but it's not my home, right? So my home is where I am. Period. That's just how I am. Again, good, bad, and different. However you want to take that, doesn't bother me any. Because I created these boundaries and I stand on them. And what happens is that there's some people that will accept them, and some people will look at you crazy, call you, say all kind of things about you, whatever. But to me personally, it doesn't bother me because one, nobody will really like say these things to your face, right? If they do say stuff about you, they might be saying it to other people. And if you're concerned about that, we can talk about some of that stuff. But they may talk about you, say certain things to other people, but never truly confront you about it, because at the end of the day, no, it's your business. And what they gonna do about it, right? So me, again, not a place that serves me, and I had to let it go. It just, period. Like, whatever that looks like for you, it might not be a hometown situation. Maybe you're living where you were born and where you grew up, etc. But it might be places, as in environments, like, certain clubs you may not go, may need to let that go, right? To put some boundaries in place, because every time you go to XYZ club, XYZ happens that's not favorable for you or anybody else around you necessarily, right? Might need to let that go, right? Places where other people that aren't necessarily good for you will be. maybe you need to let those things go. Again, it's all about letting it go for the places that no longer served you. Now it takes me into my next thing about letting go, right, of the people that no longer serve you, right? And I want to really kind of break this down a bit because I'm not saying, I don't want you to hear it in a way that I'm saying like, oh, if people ain't doing stuff for you or literally serving you, giving you this, that, and give all this stuff, like serving you in that way, like here you are, your highness type serving. If I'm not saying that to let them go, that's not what I'm saying truly at all. But overall, what I am saying is that the people who aren't good for your mind, body, soul, but you keep them around just because, oh, it's been a long time, or we've been friends, right? They go my my quotes, friends since grade school. We've been this and that. Are you really friends though? Right? Are they helping you in any way? Like, are these people that are just calling you want to talk about drama all the time? Like every single time they call or text or whatever, it's always something drama filled. Like it's drama here, drama there, drama everywhere. Like, right? Do you really? Come on. Like, are these people really serving you? It is benefiting your life, basically, right? Because there's some relationships that truly will help you benefit in your life, like may expose you to different ways of thinking, different lifestyles, and you're there and you can help them in whatever way, right? In my mastermind, we always talk a lot about mutualism, right? We got to get away from those parasitism, like the parasite mentality, like people that just want to take and take some more from you. We got to get away and get rid for real of those people, but really be building relationships with people where it's mutually beneficial. Like you give them something, like, again, it might be just some type of advice. You're the one that they can come talk to for whatever reason. But on the flip side, it must be something that you can go to them for. Maybe they are tech savvy and they help you learn how whatever new gadgets and tech works, something, right? So, like, it doesn't have to be mutual as in the respect of exactly what they provide for you or what they give you. It doesn't have to be exact. However, it has to be something that is beneficial to you and you're providing something that is beneficial for them. Now, those are the best type, like those are the best relationships, right? So again, if it's not a relationship like that, I will encourage you to evaluate all your relationships. See if you have people in your life that really truly no longer serve you and you don't have anything to offer them. Even it's like, to put the ball in your court, right? What do you have to offer certain people? Maybe you don't need to continue reaching out to whomever because you really don't have much to offer them. You see yourself as that taker, right? Because it might be you might be the taker in the relationship and you don't want relationships like that, but maybe maybe you do because it's beneficial for you. But reevaluate some things and see, are you that taker? And if you are, hey, it's time to switch some things up. Maybe let that relationship go, or do something where you can truly offer value and provide value to all of those relationships that you may be a taker in. Super important, man. Got to be mutual in whatever way. Again, it doesn't have to be exact for exact, right? Oh, you help me with, I don't know, coloring, and I help you with coloring. No, it doesn't have to be like that. Again, it's whatever is beneficial for you both, right? Looks differently. So let it go. The people that no longer serve you, the places that no longer serve you, those conversations that are not benefiting you, are not going to get you anywhere, or is just going to make certain situations more difficult or not flattering, not helpful. Is this, let me tell you this, the practical thing for today, we're going to go right into that. Think about this. in any and all things that you do, evaluate, right? You having a conversation and people are you adamant about something and people just won't let up and they're like, tell me, is it going to truly benefit me or be really, really fruitful if I go hard and exert my energy to really try to get them to understand what I'm saying and understand what the facts are? Evaluate. Is that really going to help you? If it is, then hey, go for it. Right? Think about again those places. When you go to certain places, is this going to benefit me? Is me going here going to produce anything fruitful? Like truly? If not, hey, maybe you don't need to go, but hey, evaluate those things, right? And then when it comes to the people, is this relationship mutual? What's going on here? Like it really truly evaluate. Is this a fruitful relationship? Do we both add value to each other's lives? Some form of fashion, whatever that person's for that person finds valuable. I got a little tongue tied there, but whatever that person finds valuable, don't think like, hey, I'm gonna come in this relationship and this is how I add value, and because I do this and that. The person has to see it as valuable. It's not just necessarily what you think is valuable. You start there, but it must be what the person thinks is valuable as well, right? I talked about that kind of in a previous episode. It's about really what the other person wants and the other person needs, not necessarily what you think is best, right? Really truly listening to others and getting that. So anyway, check out that episode. Wish I had the name for it right now, but it's all good. Just go binge listen. It'll be okay. You hear it in one of those episodes. You go binge listen. But really, that's all I have for you today. I really just want y'all to know, just let it go. Really evaluate each and every situation. Is it worth it? Like truly, is it worth it? And these particular things is the only things that I'm talking about in this episode. I want to just say, I'm not talking about I'm not telling you to let it go as if I'm talking about your dreams, your goals, your desires. No, you work for those things. You keep those at the forefront. Forget what everybody else is saying, thinking, doing, whatever. Like if this is what's been laid on your heart to do, go after those things. But I'm saying let it go, those things that just don't serve you, those conversations, people, places, all of it, right? Let it go. Don't you want to feel like you have this weight just lifted off you, feel free to fly like a butterfly, right? Just something, just, just spreading your wings and just going. I know personally, I love feeling that way. It's just the life I desire to live. And that's the life that I live, just free, you know, well, Destiny Child ain't no feeling like being free when my mind's made up and my heart's in the right place. Yeah. Okay, ain't no feeling like being free. So let those things go let those things go that are really truly holding you back, weighing you down, sucking your energy. Let it go. All right, just let it go. Again, that's all I got for y'all today. Get your Joyful Styles apparel at joyfulstyles.com. Be sure to have a beautifully amazing day and be back here next week for more boundaries and more with Jas Abraham. I'll talk to y'all then.